Love everybody. Peace and love. Some of you have may not seen the last two videos that he did. He just did some. One is about zombies, and the other one, the next, you know what, that is on the screen. I'm gonna let this brother talk. I'm not gonna have much to say because he does a good job. So, but I need to warn you about this. Again, don't do anything they want. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. When motherfuckers desperate because they losing, they do retarded shit. All right? Like I said, y'all, we got work to do. Now, pay attention, ears wide open, and talk less. Let's go. A lot of people celebrating USAID shutdown in funding, but what they're not seeing is what Dr. Fauci just said and what else is happening. He just came on and said this literally our to New Orleans for the book festival, which is happening on Tulane's campus. Today, Dr. Anthony Fauci gave a speech focused on the COVID 19 response and his clashes with President Trump during his first term.
I have to get in front of the microphone and say, no, it's not going to disappear like magic, and no, hydroxychloroquine is not going to be the answer. And you're absolutely correct. That cost me, but it was worth it. I would do it over again.
Dr. Fauci also talked about the importance of getting vaccines to fight diseases such as measles and his multi-decade career as he advised 7 separate U.S. presidents. And he crawls out of his rat hole, should be in jail, runs his mouth. The next thing they say, so right after, oh, USAID funding, Trump pulls us out of this and that, but actually that's not going to happen until January 2026. So we're still in the WHO right now. So all the celebrations is not 100% because they're actually moving forward with something else that I've seen that you're going to want to see pretty much coming up next. And the crazy thing is, every time something happens, they start saying stuff like this. So people will die. End of NIH grants. Guts work between academics, companies to counter next pandemic. They just said that March 28th, 2025. So the reason why this is a pattern, I want you to see this. The reason why this is a pattern is because just 2 weeks ago, they did the same exact thing. Forecast for weaker weather service, Americans will die. And then all of a sudden, what happened? We had record-breaking tornadoes. We had storms that we basically don't see on a normal average. All types of stuff happening. This has been a repetitive pattern. So they're mocking the same terms that they just did. And I don't know if it's because this is depopulation year or they're getting bold with it. But here's the next thing that they do. So right after that, they get 27 million in international orders secured, everybody. March 18, 2025. So this is a worldwide thing. And they say Emergent is a trusted partner to supply communities around the world with medical countermeasures that protect against serious health threats like smallpox, anthrax, said Joe Papa, president and CEO of Emergent. We are pleased to engage and support global partners in fulfilling their preparedness needs as part of our multi-year transformation plan. We will continue to focus on international expansion efforts, strengthening health preparedness at home and abroad. Like we really need them to do anything. What we need is you locked away in a jail cell so we can no longer deal with you and so we can no longer have you a part of our life process. That's what we need. In fact, like I said, right away, Fauci runs his mouth. They start moving funding, and that's not all they said. This is what they said also. Emergent specializes in developing, manufacturing, supplying MCMs for national security, public health preparedness. These products enable governments to effectively respond to emergencies and protect the public from potential threats. These types of quantities of products that should be maintained in a stockpile will depend on the population requiring protection. The products available for meeting the threat, as well as government resources and priorities. Listen, everybody here in the comments right now, I'm pretty sure you know that their priorities are 1000% messed up. And here's the thing, everybody's celebrating about USAID, but they don't even really think about USAM or IID, which is the U.S. military's biological warfare labs in Fort Detrick, Maryland. This is where the funding should have been stopped at. They did biological threat response drills just recently. You got the report right here, Fort Detrick. This is where we can take this back. And they just got these machines, these portable machines in 2024 so they can detect certain different pathogens. So their special pathogen unit can. But let's bring this back and let's go historical. Fort Detrick tied in with the CIA. Through the JFK files, the CIA was actively engaging with biological warfare through this laboratory. So there's some corrupt elements here, and I'll read a little bit of this report for you. The initial identification of relationship between the CIA and the Army Biological Laboratory at Fort Detrick as possible questionable activity requiring further investigation occurred in late April. That was obviously back then. It resulted from information provided by a CIA officer not directly associated with the project in response to repetitive appeals of the DCI that all past activities which might now be considered questionable be brought to attention of the agency management. As a result of the information provided by him and two other officers,
So their next move, y'all. The fifth ain't gonna work. They realize this. You know, they watch just like we watching them. They trying to watch us. We just got to jump on everything they do. They can't win. They can't win. And they know it. So they scrambling. So their next move is the same move. I told you they was going to pull this move too. So the spread of a so-called disease, right? They bring Dr. Fauci back out. The bullshit. You know it's bullshit. And then they go around and say, what they go around and say, y'all? That some disease is gonna come, disease X, this and that. Wouldn't that make sense around the time if they release the zombies? Cause that's the next step. Cause the fifth ain't gonna work. So they mad. So now the zombie disease trip is the next move they about to try to pull.
right here. Oh, the corruption. When I see NIH, just, the corruption. And as you see right here, they are partner NIH, Genomic Health Inc., NIH, Exact Sciences. This place we're at right now, so front door. I don't know if we can even get in. First, let's open up the door. Do you have to have a key card to get in here? Is it Phoenix Biomedical Research Facility?
That's the door next door.
Next door?
Yeah.
So that's the company next door. This is one giant New World Order research facility hub over here where they do all their weird stuff. So it wasn't that facility. Here it is, right? It's this facility, Arizona Biomedical Collaborative. We're going to see if we can get in here. Yep, and Bill Snaky Gates gave them a huge fund for global health. That's why we're going here today. Now, this is crazy. It's the first time I did this. Question is, what are they hiding from us as they're doing all these experiments as well? Push the intercom to speak to recipients. You can't get in unless you press the intercom. Yes. Security. Don't look like anybody in here right now. I don't see anybody coming up right now in this building.
Y'all gotta give JW a lot of props, man. He's doing groundwork. The brother does a great job. Peace and love, brother JW. I ain't spoke to you in a long time.
So, no, we might just have to peep around and see if we can see They got restricted areas in here that you can't go in. Excuse me. Where's the people up front at? Actually, you don't know? Do you work in the labs over here?
Yes, but I moved here just like 2 weeks ago. So
just 2 weeks ago?
I still.
So did you do anything like as far as public experiments? They close it off and I heard it's restricted. So this guy works in the lab. He told I gotta wait for these people to come. That was him just talking. And I'm trying to wait. I should have went in when he opened the door, honestly.
Let me tell you something. When you go to a job and they tell you they're looking for 2 weeks, know that place has a quick turnaround. Quick turnaround is easy because the company is bad, the manager's bad, or they're doing a lot of shit people don't want to be around, they can't agree with, or it makes them sick to their stomach. But they can't talk about it, they sign papers.
Right now, I don't see anybody. I'm in the building. I don't know where the experimental areas is at to see if we can go around in this area where basically they planning the operation. This is on native grounds, some of the native tribal territories. So imagine that after Tuskegee experiments, after the Native American situation, we have these labs on these territories in the United States. Okay.
I think you can just go around and.
You don't mind being on camera? What's your name?
What's up, Francesco?
Appreciate you, Francesco.
Have a good day.
You too. All right, so we're literally in here, y'all. We don't know where the bio labs are, but we actively finna walk through this thing. So we're gonna look around for laboratory. Let's see something.
Yo, now listen, they took a big risk. You're not supposed to walk around without an escort walking him around. So y'all, this dude's doing big time work for y'all, bruh. This is crazy.
Ooh, federal government, collaboration, state. It's gonna be quiet while we in here, y'all. Question is, what are they hiding in those restricted areas? All right, we on floor 2. You know, these people be opening up a gateway to something bigger. The wall right there. This room totally blacked out. This. Do not remove furniture from labs. Please sanitize and wash hands.
You heard it said this room's black ops. Okay, that's if you don't understand what that is, you need to do some research.
So this is a lab. What I noticed about the labs though, you can't really see anything inside of there. This is just a little cubicle room with some people in there. It's not really a lab. What's this one? It says Community Population Health Systems Lab. Okay. Security ain't on top like they say it is.
You seen that, right? Populations Lab.
Okay, it's a 3rd level. The funding goes to the ICG here, which is international. So the experiments and lab things they're doing could very change the world we live in, society we live in. And as we go through here, we're walking through the history of some of the elements of where the big funding goes right now. Ooh, it says, check oxygen level before entering. If reading 19.5% below, do not enter. This is a hazardous zone. Biosafety level 2. What's this one? It's another biosafety level 2. Can't really see much in there. So you can see it all look like nobody in there right now. I'm guessing the higher I go up, Spatial blood vessel rap band qualification. This is the stuff they're doing here right now. They got it posted. They got spoofed. You know, the higher I go, I'm feeling like we're going to get to the biosafety level 5 areas, which is where the most highest dangerous things go. What y'all thinking about this so far while we in here? They said it was going to be 24/7 security, but oh shoot, that ain't been the case. Level 4. Makes sense to put the most dangerous areas at the top. Still biosafety. It's like one guy up in there. Shoot, that's a person. Let's go this way. Biosafety level 2.
Y'all seen that sign said danger. Next door it said danger. So if you go inside that room and you're not qualified, it's at your own risk. I know y'all seen that. This is biological chemicals. That's what this means. This is very dangerous stuff. That's what those signs are. You only know about that if you worked in certain places.
Radioactive material. Holy shit. Laser radiation.
Radiation?
These doors, as you can see, completely blocked off. You don't get to see anything in there.
Radiation.
No one is allowed in this laboratory area unless they have authorized access. So it's a key card right there you gotta have to get in. Now, what does it say? Arizona Department of Health. Okay. The door is halfway propped open, but I ain't stupid enough to go in there because I can mess myself up.
Yeah, you would.
Okay. How you doing? You working the labs over here?
Yeah.
What do you do here? Yeah. Do you do like the animal ones, the nanotechnology, or what?
Yeah, we're using mouse models.
Mouse? Okay. Well, this is all BSL-2 right here. Is there BSL-5s here, biosafety level 5 labs, or just 2 and 3s?
It should be just 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
Biosafety 2.
Yeah.
Wow, this is interesting. Do y'all have like any upcoming experiments with NIH or anything like that?
Yeah, I wanna like our PI got some support.
Because online I see where it says that it's like nanoscale technology happening, like biomolecular type of stuff, or is this just all like?
You see? She understands everything he's saying, but she's not supposed to talk about it. That's why she's indirectly not really trying to answer. So you're gonna see she gives vague answers.
The animal research area and like different viruses. Do they do anything with that too?
Yeah, sometimes we use virus, but I don't think this will have some nano.
Okay, so no nano here.
Yeah.
Steven Jackson, JWTV.
Oh.
Yeah, just basically coming out to, spread the information out to the world, let them see it. I was just looking at all the experiments y'all do. Okay, yeah, I know. I can't go in any of the rooms.
So what they trying to do is make a biological disease that spreads in the air, and they trying to do it with nanotech and something else. But obviously, we've been told about this a long time ago. I report on that. Other folks report on that, and it's only gonna affect you if you know what. Okay, that's why I told you what I said a long time ago about not doing certain things.
I'm just around, walking around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't access it. I mean,
you go here from like 8 or 9 to like 5, something like that.
Got you. I'm just trying to make sure I leave in time. So it's the 3rd floor. How many floors is here?
This building?
Yeah.
4.
4? So this is the 3rd floor I'm on, or the 4th?
This is 4.
Okay, so this is the last
We
floor.
have another floor, 3rd floor also belongs.
She pointed me in the direction of the nanotech experiments, but that's later. But what she didn't say is there was more than 4 floors, because I found out something else next. Thank you so much. Last floor. After talking to her, I pretend to walk away so she can go through the door. And then I can show you what she did say next. Go to this last floor. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this last floor up here. Out here in Devil's Playground. Some of these people, oh shoot. Well, okay. No wonder you can't go here. This is where it all go down at, probably. This is restricted. Holy crap. That's all we can see in there for right now. Alright, you gotta have a key card to get in there. Something being hidden up in here for sure. They don't want you to go in there, and it's the last floor where you can't see anything at, except for some little oxygen areas. Alright, so this building here, we leaving.
So when you do experiments such as zombies, anything else biological, or diabolical, you do it way, way deep underground, 10 to 15 stories below, sometimes 5, usually deeper than that. Or you go up high. Funny, the floor goes up to 5, probably more than that. Only the ones that are authorized to go to 5. No. And even some of them can't go to the higher floors, such as 6, 7, 8, or 9, or 10. If you look up this building, you will find out there's more than 5 floors. Let's keep going.
They don't do any of the nanotechnology stuff, y'all. So you think I should walk on over to this other one? Because I think she said there's more labs over there. And that's probably where they do all the nanotech stuff. We're trying to investigate this on the ground. Because most of the major funding is funneled here. This was opened after the pandemic, after 2020. So 2021, they decided to erect this giant facility for more bio research.
There's definitely more than 5 floors.
Health Science Educational Building.
On the very top.
All visitors, please check in with security. I think this the building that's really like highly secure. Okay, appreciate it. Yeah, this building is gigantic. So what happens is, it's in these facilities at these schools and education areas, it becomes a front, in my opinion, and from my research,
Spot on.
because they can then do the other things behind the guise of a name of any place like these educational areas.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it much easier to do certain things. Okay. That dude don't know what's going on, so we're about to look at another location. These areas are giant. I end up going by some super restrictive areas, multiple key card entries, nobody coming out. And so then I ran into security next. Do you know if there's a nanotechnology lab here?
So what's that?
Do you know if there is a... Alright, I just got done talking to security, and apparently I don't have authorization to see the nano lab. I'll have to get like a pass to be able to see the nano lab. And I'm not able to get that pass right now. And it's like higher up, like it's higher up in somewhere in the buildings. Unfortunately, we can't get access to it because you got to get through like multiple key card areas, and like I can't just sit there waiting for people to open doors because it looks very suspicious. So they look.
Okay, so this is gonna sound crazy, but in these buildings like this, if you haven't done the research, you don't know. There are things that they have rehatched, such as dinosaurs. Yeah, they did. Some have escaped from some of these buildings. Like the Spanish did on TikTok, caught one on video. Matter of fact, I I could have shown the video. I didn't really bother, but you know, whatever. But yeah, then these facilities, if you don't know, have been holding some zombies, and they're working on a whole bunch of stuff for the next you know what. So, since they realizing the fifth ain't gonna work, I guess they gonna try to pull a jerk move. Peace and love. I had to warn y'all that if I don't, I'm not doing my job. But guess what? Let's just control it with our minds, and anything they try, it go against them. Peace and love.